Welcome one and all, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, to our Valentine's Day special of Dick Rogers, Space Detective. And with me, as usual, is my co-host and sound engineer, Mike Nutley.
Do radio shows like this usually have Valentine's Day specials?
And N.E.R.D.S member, Daniel Castle.
Howdy, and to answer Mike's question, they are kind of rare.
Well, leave it to Dick to do things a little left to normal.
That's true, especially considering this episode, it was originally broadcast in February of 1941, when this new thing started growing in popularity, call-in talk radio. Ironically, I think the original intent of this episode was meant to be propaganda against such a thing, but I don't think that aspect of it aged very well.
How so?
Mostly because it deals with the themes of the supernatural.
And it is a Valentine's Day episode.
Yes, actually. You'll see in today's episode as Dick faces loves both lost, never were, and could have been in Dick Rogers and the Legion of Broken Hearts.
Welcome back, gentle listeners, to a very special episode of The Adventures of Dick Rogers, Space Detective. It's that special time of year when everyone is doing their best to show their love, and those of us who don't have a sweetheart are looking around trying to find one. Unless you're Dick Rogers. Then you're hunkering down at the bar when a couple of supernatural entities show up and make you part of their wager. Confused? Well, stick with us for Dick Rogers and the Legion of Broken Hearts.
Welcome back, my lonely listeners, to the first broadcast of the Heartbreak Hotline, hosted by yours truly, Demon of Lust, the one and only Asmodeus. So, if you feel your lonely heart aching, don't hesitate to pick up the phone and give me a call. Oh, and look at that, we've got our first caller. You're on the air with the Overlord of Lust. What's your name?
Leah.
Leah, talk to me. What's got you on the hotline?
It's the anniversary of the day my ex-fiancé left me at the altar.
Oh, how terrible to hear. The deadbeat didn't deserve you. Now, how long ago was that?
5 years.
5 years. My, that is a long time. And you're still letting that drag you down?
I know it's not a good idea to let what he did control me like this, but I feel like I never really recovered from it. I've been afraid to really connect with anyone ever since for fear of them just up and leaving me again.
I hear you, Leah. I do. And while the answers might not come right away, what I suggest is going out tonight and find someone.
But
Now, I'm not saying to go out and find the next Mr. Right, just Mr. Right now. Find someone that catches your fancy, dig deep down, and find that little voice in your head that says, ooh, now that might be fun. And depending on who you meet, it might not be that quiet. So go out there and run wild and let loose. Be the story he tells his buddies for years to come. And that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for calling, Leah, and do let us know how things went when you get the chance. But until next time, listeners, go out and find someone to get real nasty with.
So this is what you've been up to.
Eros, how did you get here?
I've been going by Cupid for a while now. With a Q this time. It looks very nice as a signature. And you didn't seem to mind last time I dropped by unannounced.
Last time? Let's not talk about last time.
Aw, somebody's embarrassed.
I am not. I have better things going on now anyway.
Like your little radio show where you give bad relationship advice?
Yes, actually. With it, I can broadcast my influence across the world, whole galaxies even. And when people give in to all their wanton desires, it will allow me to broadcast further and further till everyone is so full of lust they'll have no choice but to obey me.
Yeah, world domination because your ex turned down your proposal. That's definitely a healthy coping mechanism.
What do you want?
Well, I actually did come to visit, see how you're doing. It is Valentine's Day, after all.
Yes, and I have plans, so if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to sit by and let you do this.
And what do you care?
Well, not for nothing. I am the god of love. You're kind of treading in my domain.
Bah, you always did care about them. Mortals. The only thing they're good for is servitude.
Yeah, that's what you never understood. Love is more than carnal desire. Love is trust. Love is patience. Love is care. Love is checking on a moody ex, even though you had a bad breakup last time you spoke.
Can we get to the point?
Let's play a game. A wager, if you will. If we can find one human selected at random across the entirety of time and space, and whomever can sway them to their side of the argument wins.
And if I win?
If you win, I'll let you continue on with, the whole thing. But if you lose, you have to give up on this plan altogether.
Fine. Deal. So who's the lucky mortal?
Let's find out.
And what is this?
This is a wheel with the name of every mortal across the universe and across all time.
I expected bigger.
It's a magic wheel. Let's not question it. Now, care to do the honors?
With pleasure.
And the mortal to decide the fate of the universe is...
Dick Rogers?
Oh. Him.
Wait, Dick Rogers the space detective or Dick Rogers the... I don't think I can say it on the air.
Space detective.
Oh, so somebody that can make even you weary.
It's not that. It's just, You want to spin again?
Oh, no. Now I've got to see how pathetic this Rogers fellow is.
All right, well, don't say I didn't warn you.
As the two seek out this Dick Rogers, we'll take a word from our sponsors. Don't know what to get for your lover this Valentine's Day? Bring them the gift of Zithrax. That's right, Zithrax brand jewelry for that special person in your life. Rings, bracelets, necklaces, and so much more. Ethically sourced from the planet Spithron and definitely not harvested with slave labor. The Zithrax brand of jewelry also is not kept in a vault to create artificial scarcity. In addition, Zithrax also provides a special line of products that can spice up that love life. The kind you hide in the closet, you know the one. So, order now and be ready to woo that special someone in your life. And remember, when love is in the air, think Zithrax.
Another?
Another! And leave the bottle. Lousy Sally throwing me out on Valentine's Day. After all I'd done for her, 2 years of my life all for... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm the one that messed this whole thing up. Get busy with a case and forgot the date 12 times and... Oh, screw it. Maybe old Dick is better off on his own.
Sounds like you're in quite the predicament, friend.
You aren't the bartender that was here a second ago.
He's a little tied up at the moment. Don't worry about it. And it sounds like from your inebriated exposition, you found yourself in what I like to call the love gutter.
Are you sure you're a bartender? Are you sure that's what you call it?
And when somebody's in the love gutter, they do a lot of thinking about what got them there. And you know what I think the best medicine is?
What's that?
Why, a whole bunch of no strings attached romance, if you know what I mean. Just get out there and find somebody to wash that pain away, and you won't ever have to worry about it ever again. That's why I call it the love gutter, my friend. It all just washes away. So what do you say? You want to go on a quote-unquote romantic misadventure that maybe you'll regret in the morning?
Look, pal, I don't know who you think you are, but I don't swing...
Not with me.
Wait, then... Oh, yeah!
Or, hear me out. We could maybe disassemble what led to your heartache and see what we can do to actually heal that damage and help you to love more in the future.
Why does this bar have 2 bartenders?
Do I look like a bartender?
I don't think you should be back there then. That's some kind of code violation, I think.
Dick, nobody can see us.
Except for you.
Oh. So I'm...
Talking to yourself in the middle of the bar? Yes.
To be fair, I don't think that's too strange for this place.
Are we doing that past, present, future thing? Because I think I did that already.
It's not Christmas, Dick.
We'd also need a third guy for that, and it's just the two of us. So best we can do is past and present.
It's a union thing. So, Q, you want to get us started with the whole past part?
I'm working on it. Wow, your history is all jumbled.
Only Zanzis is allowed to reference the continuity.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Find something.
I got it. All right, Dick. So this looks to be the source of your greatest heartbreak.
Dick, I want a divorce.
No, not this again.
Janet, you can't be serious.
Why do you sound different in the past?
You get used to it.
I am. I'm sorry, Dick, but you're just not the man I married anymore.
Oh, and he is?
Yeah, I was going to ask why there are two of you in the room.
3, technically.
He's me from another dimension. He was a villain for a bit, tried to take over the universe, reformed. It's a whole thing. He's a porn star now.
Oh, we can say that on the air?
Not loving the mustache.
Porn star.
Yeah, I could never pull off a mustache.
Wait, so then he goes and starts dating your ex? Yeah, that is kind of messed up.
I think we're missing the scene here.
What do you have to say for yourself, mustache man?
Look, man, I know this is weird, but we both want what's best for Janet. She's made her decision. I don't want there to be any bad blood between us.
No, there'll be bad blood, all right.
Yeah, it doesn't get better after this. You don't have to show me anymore. I remember how this goes like it was yesterday.
Okay, so what went wrong here?
I forget. Oh, yeah. I lost sight of things, buried myself in the job, tried to keep her out of the ugly side of it. We were supposed to be partners, and I didn't even really ask her what she wanted.
Well, that's more self-actualized than I expected.
And the drinking problem didn't help.
There it is.
Ironically, it only got worse after the divorce.
Ah, but at least you had fun, right?
I don't remember a lot of it.
Right. The drinking.
And the head injuries. I got a lot of head injuries. Occupational hazard.
Well, let's fast forward a bit. Maybe there's something we can learn from your later relationships.
It's not you, it's me.
We should see other people.
It's definitely you.
Listen, this just isn't working for me.
Quack larking honk heart.
Quack.
My circuits were not programmed for this.
And while our trip is fast-tracking Dick's love life, let's take another word from our sponsors.
You're a strong, independent person and don't need anyone's help. But sometimes, isn't it just nice to have someone hot and sexy tell you what to do in private? Call now and you can talk live with someone who wants to talk to you, making even the most painful topic a pleasure. Call in and you'll be offered a number of steamy topics.
Dial 1 to chat about taxes.
That's right, baby. You've got your W-2s. Now, let's hear how much is on that 1099 form. Oh, yeah.
Dial 2 to discuss death.
You know, I like a guy who knows what he wants, even in death. Come on, baby. Start writing out that will. Maybe even leave a little something to me.
We even have a line for threesomes.
All this IKEA furniture is crap. Why are there all these extra bolts?
Look, one of the legs is upside down. I told you we missed a step in the directions.
Okay, you two. I want you to each take a deep breath. And then both of you go ahead and grab that Allen wrench. Oh, nice grip. That's right. Now start twisting real slow.
Call 1-800-69. Oh. Once again, call 1-800-69. Oh. Call now. We won't let you down. Adults over 18 only.
And now we return to find Dick and company arriving at the present day.
Wow, you have probably had the worst love life I have ever seen, and I would know I'm Cupid.
Ha! Point one for Asmodeus.
Huh. I guess that makes the robe make sense now.
It's a toga?
Hey, well, there's one more, right?
Oh, did I ever tell you guys about the time I met Santa?
No.
All right, Dick. This is your last relationship to date. What can you tell us about this one?
And take your stupid mystery-solving trophies!
I maybe rushed into things with Sally. We were only together 4 months when I asked her to marry me. And then, once again, got buried in the job, the drinking, the head injuries. We weren't right for each other, and I should have seen that instead of stringing her on.
Yeah, I got nothing here. So what now, Dick? You want to go to the club and pick up a few floozies?
Nah, I think I'd like to go back to the bar now. This has been a real enlightening journey, you guys. I think I learned a lot about romance and stuff. Thanks, Plato.
I told you I'm... Never mind. If you learned your lesson, that means I win, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Can't imagine how I could mess this up any more than it already is. And I learned that we can say porn star on the air.
Ugh.
Thanks, guys. I'm gonna sleep this off.
What are the odds he remembers this when he wakes up?
Doesn't matter. I won. You heard him.
Yeah, you win. How about I treat you to a celebratory drink?
You know I like the expensive ones.
That I do.
And with that, the day and the concept of love across the universe was saved. All thanks to our space hero extraordinaire, Dick Rogers, Space Detective. Tune in next week to find out what new and daring adventure he finds himself on. Same space time, same space station.
Yeah, that certainly was a Valentine's Day episode.
I see what you mean when you say the messaging has aged. Maybe not in the way they intended.
Yeah, I think the moral was supposed to be to not call strangers in on the radio, but the story got derailed somewhere.
Knowing Dick Rogers, it might have been intentionally countercultured. It wouldn't be the first time a Dick Rogers episode went against the common sentiments of the time.
Ooh, yeah. Like the writer was fighting the man when he was told to write a propaganda episode and said, "No, I'm going to make a silly story and you can't stop me. We are not a propaganda machine."
Yeah, it does feel that way when you think about it like that.
And if you want more counterculture messages, be sure to tune in to your next Dick appointment. Hit him with the socials. Mike?
You are, Mike.
I am! We're on Facebook at Dick Rogers Pod, on Instagram at Dick Rogers Space Detective, and you can join the nerds on Patreon at patreon.com/space_detective. Good night, everybody.
This episode's nerds are Angela Ventris as Eleanor and Janet, Michael Storm as Mike Nutley, bartender, past Dick Rogers and sexy voice too, Logan Wright as Daniel and Asmodeus, Nicholas Johnson as announcer, Dick Rogers porn star and man, Andrea Lang as Leah and Sally, Jacob Herman as Cupid, and Brittany Stone as Dick Rogers, sexy voice 1 and woman. Dick Rogers and the Legion of Broken Hearts was written by Logan Wright, music by Nicholas Johnson, sound design by Michael Storm, and audio editing by Nicholas Johnson.
Be sure to tune in to your next... Be sure. Be sure.
Tune into your neck.